Right now, you're forgettable. I know that stings, but if your brand is blending into the noise, it's not that people don't like you, it's that you haven't given them a reason to remember you. You're posting, you're showing up, you're doing all the things, and yet when your audience is ready to buy, you're not the one they think of first. So today I'm going to teach you one shift that will take you from just another option to the only option and walk you through the exact steps to make it happen. Hey, it's Kary, brand strategist, business coach, and your permission slip to stop blending in and finally start standing out for all the right reasons. I used to think being remembered was about being louder, posting more, showing up everywhere, trying to go viral. But after years of trial and error and far too many why didn't they think of me moments, I learned something that changed my entire approach. Being unforgettable isn't about chasing everyone's attention. It's about owning who you are so clearly that the right people can't forget you, even if they tried. I wasn't planning on telling you this today, but there was this one afternoon at a tiny farmer's market in my neighborhood where I learned everything about being memorable. Picture this. I'm wandering between the booths, the smell of cinnamon almonds in the air, a little jazz band playing in the corner, and then out of nowhere, I see this soap stand. Not fancy, no neon lights, just a simple wooden table with handmade bars of soap wrapped in brown paper. The owner, an older woman in a wide brim hat, looked up and smiled. Not one of those quick retail smiles, but the kind that makes you feel like she's been waiting all day just for you. I picked up one bar labeled Sunday morning, and before I could even ask, she said, "That one smells like my grandmother's kitchen in October." I'm not kidding. My eyes welled up. I smelled it, and she was right. Apple cider, cinnamon, and something warm I couldn't quite name. I bought 3 bars, and here's the kicker. Months later, even after the soap was all gone, I couldn't remember a single name of the other 10 booths that I saw that day, but I could still tell you about hers. Why? Because she didn't just sell me soap. She anchored it to a story, a feeling, and a moment I wanted to remember. And here's the truth that hit me that day. People don't remember what you sell. They remember how you make them feel about themselves when they're with you. It's not about being the most creative, the most polished, or the most professional. It's about leaving an imprint. The brands we talk about, the ones we go back to, they've made themselves a part of our story. And you can do the same thing. Without trying to be for everyone, without posting more, and without turning yourself into a version of you that doesn't feel real. Simply by following these 3 steps to being unforgettable. Step 1, choose the core feeling you want to be known for. Here's the thing. When people think about you, they're not running through your resume or remembering your full list of services. They're remembering how you made them feel. If you don't decide what you want to be remembered for, your audience will decide for you. And it might be that person who posts nice tips or that coach I can't quite place. And let me tell you, vague equals forgettable. The most magnetic brands anchored themselves in one dominant feeling, so much that the moment you see their name, you feel something in your body. Confidence, calm, joy, empowerment, safety. Think about it. Apple doesn't just sell phones, they sell a feeling of sleek innovation. Nike doesn't just sell sneakers, they sell the feeling that you're an athlete the moment you lace them up. When you know your core feeling, you stop throwing spaghetti at the wall and start building a brand with a gravitational pull. Every post, photo, and piece of copy works together to reinforce that feeling until it's impossible to forget. So here's your move. Pick one core feeling: freedom, clarity, joy, empowerment. For example, let's say yours is freedom. Write down 3 moments from your own life that capture freedom. For an example, I've remembered the first Monday morning I didn't have to set an alarm for work. I sat on my porch with coffee, barefoot, sun on my face, feeling like the world was finally mine. Turn that into a reel with a simple video of you sipping coffee on your porch and your voiceover telling that story. Your audience won't just hear freedom, they'll feel it. Step 2, make it personal and specific. Vague brands vanish, specific brands stick. The truth? The internet is a blur of recycled advice and value-packed content that sounds all the same. What cuts through isn't more information. It's the details that only you could say. The quirks, the oddly specific analogies, the little behind the scene moments that make your audience feel like they know you. When you share something specific, you're not just telling a story, you're building a mental movie. Instead of saying, "I was tired after my launch," you say, "I was sitting on the floor, hair in a messy pony, eating cold pizza at midnight because my brain couldn't shut off." Specificity is also how you name your offers. Describe your client wins and show up visually. The more you give your brand a fingerprint through these details, the more unforgettable you become. So here's your move. Pick a recent moment from your business or life and write it with one sensory detail. It can be sound, smell, texture, taste, or sight. Get as specific as you possibly can. For an example, instead of saying, I felt relieved after my first automated sale, say, I refreshed my email and saw that Stripe notification pop up while my toddler was smearing peanut butter on the dog. I laughed, I took a deep breath, and I thought, this is the dream. Use that as a post, a real voiceover, or even a caption opener. People will see it in their minds and feel it in their heart, and that's how they remember it. Step 3, show up the same way over and over and over. Most entrepreneurs think that they need to constantly reinvent themselves to keep their audience interested. But here's the thing, novelty might get attention, but repetition is what builds recognition. You know how you can instantly sing a song to a jingle you haven't heard in 10 years? Because you didn't hear it just once. You heard it over and over and over and over until it was stitched into your brain. Your brand works the same way. When you consistently repeat your stories, your values, your signature phrases across all platforms, you're training your audience to associate them with you. By the time you're sick of saying it, they're just starting to remember it. This is why magnetic brands feel known even to people who haven't bought yet. They've seen the same ideas, feelings, and phrases woven through your content enough times to trust you. So here's your move. Pick 3 brand beats. These are stories, ideas, phrases that you want people to instantly connect with you. For an example, if you teach freedom-based business, maybe your beats are the porch coffee story, the no alarm clock Monday story, and build with soul, sell with strategy. Rotate them through your posts every few weeks in different formats, reels, carousels, emails, even captions. The same message, different outfit. Over time, your audience will hear one of these brand beats and think, oh, that's so Kary. If you've been showing up online but still feel like people are forgetting you the second they scroll away, you can't afford to wing this. Inside my free magnetic brand workshop, we'll map out exactly what makes you unforgettable, the core feeling your audience should always connect to you, the signature stories and phrases that become your calling card, and the content plan that bakes your brand magic into every post. This isn't about being louder. It's about being clear and consistent that when your ideal customer or client is ready to buy, your name is the one they think of. Because here's the thing, you don't just want to be liked, you want to be remembered when it matters. So save your seat now at the link below and start building a brand that's unforgettable. Because someone out there right now is looking for exactly what you have to offer. The question is, will they remember you when it's time to choose? You don't have to be everything to everyone. You just have to be unforgettable to the right ones. And that starts today.